Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to morEwish cuisine. Today I'm sharing recipe for baklava. It's a Middle Eastern dessert, layers of some phyllo dough sheets with chopped nuts and top it off with some honey sugar syrup, which makes it rich and decadent dessert. The process of making baklava sounds so tedious and lengthy, but at the end of the day it's totally worth it. And I'm sharing all tips and tricks which will help you make the best baklava ever. So let's go and make it happen. So let's start the recipe with Bismillah. First we're gonna make our sugar syrup. For that I'm adding a sugar into a saucepan with honey, freshly squeezed lemon juice and some water. Then I'll take the saucepan to the stove and start cooking on medium to high flame until sugar is completely melted. Then we'll wait until it comes to one boil. As soon as it comes to the boil, lower down the flame to medium to low and then cook for at least 4 minutes without stirring. Then put the sugar mixture on the side. Now we'll make our nut mixture. For that I'm taking walnuts today and I am chopping them coarsely into food processor. Pulse the food processor for 10 times and your coarsely chopped walnuts are ready. Now I'm adding cinnamon powder into this chopped walnuts and mix completely. And now we go and prepare rest of our baklava ingredients, which includes phyllo dough sheets. Today I am taking 1 pound of phyllo dough sheet pack, which comes with 2 rolls. So put 1 roll on the side, take 1 roll and cut the sheets according to your baking pan. I am using 9 by 13 inch baking pan. And now I'm covering all my phyllo dough sheets with a damp towel, so when I'm working with other stuff they won't get dry. Now melt the butter in a bowl and start preparing your baking pan. So just brush the pan with the butter and cover all the sides and edges. Now pick up one sheet and put it at the bottom of your pan. If your sheet is broken or ripped off like this one, you don't have to worry about it. You can just fix it and put the pieces like a puzzle. Now we need to brush the phyllo sheet and we'll add another layer of the phyllo sheet. Now we have to put 10 phyllo sheets like this, but we need to butter each layer before putting another layer of phyllo sheet, because if we skip the butter part, your baklava will end up dry. So after putting up the 10 sheets, just measure approximately around 3/4 cup of walnut mixture and drizzle on top of your phyllo sheet base evenly. After that we need to put more phyllo sheets on top of the walnut mixture. Now this time we are putting 5 sheet and again brushing the butter in between the layers. Now we have to repeat the 5 sheet process for at least 4 times. Then the last layer of walnut and top it off with 10 last layer of phyllo sheet and top the top layer with the butter. Now when you're done layering all the walnut and phyllo sheets, I'm taking a sharp knife and cutting this baklava vertically into 4 sections. Then I'll cut diagonally to give them a diamond shape. Now my oven is already preheated on 325 degrees and I'll put this baklava in the oven and bake it for at least 1 hour and 15 minutes or until top is golden. Now as soon as your baklava comes out of the oven, now immediately spoon the cool syrup evenly on top of your hot baklava. You will hear the sizzle sound. This will ensure that it stays crisp rather than get soggy. Now let baklava cool completely uncovered at room temperature. Let the baklava sit for 4 to 6 hours or overnight at room temperature for the syrup to penetrate and soften the layer. You can garnish your baklava with finely chopped nuts or drizzle with some melted chocolate. Store at room temperature, covered for 1 to 2 weeks. This baklava is flaky, crisp and tender. It's not at all overly sweet. The hint of lemon flavor which offsets the sweetness and complements the cinnamon flavor, and it turns out perfect. I would not hesitate to say that that's the best baklava recipe ever. And if you're trying this recipe at home, please let me know. If you want to learn something else, let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will try my best to make it happen for you guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this recipe, don't forget to click on the links to enjoy a lot more recipes like this.